Hi, welcome to Storytime with Gigi. Today we're going to be reading a Little People Big Dreams biography about Charles Dickens. It was written by Maria Isabel Sanchez-Vegara and illustrated by Isabel Ross. I love true stories. Little Charles was the second child of the Dickens family. He was born in England at a time when there was no such thing as movies. He made up his own adventures, playing at a nearby castle with his older sister, Fanny. Charles was lucky enough to attend school, something many children didn't have the chance to do at that time. Soon he was devouring books as if they were candy. Hungry for more, he started observing people and made up stories about them. But there was a twist in his own tale the day his father was sent to prison because of his debts. Charles was forced to leave school and work in a factory, labeling pots for 10 hours every day, even on weekends. He found his way out of the factory by working at a law firm as a junior clerk. Maybe it wasn't the most exciting job ever, but Charles never missed a chance to make everybody laugh. He had a gift for performing mime and a passion for theater. He even had an audition at the Royal Opera House. Charles spent days memorizing an entire monologue from his favorite actor. He was ready to prove his talent when he caught a terrible cold and missed his chance. They didn't have medicines like we did like we do today, so it was very dangerous for someone to catch a cold. Instead of complaining, Charles decided to try his luck as a writer, and he reported for 2 newspapers. Still, he much preferred making up stories inspired by ordinary people. And his readers loved them too. Charles's first work of fiction, The Pickwick Papers, told the adventures of the eccentric members of a gentleman's club. It became a success overnight. Everyone wanted to meet Mr. Pickwick and his friends. He was a pioneer. Charles released his work serially instead of publishing a whole book at once. It was published chapter by chapter. This made his stories affordable for everyone. In America, people waited for their copies at the harbor, eager to know what happened next. Aware of the power of a good tale, Charles used his next story to give poor children a voice. It was about an orphan called Oliver Twist, who was living on the streets. Even the Queen was touched by his story. And that would be Queen Victoria. It was a cold December when Charles finished writing a story about Mr. Scrooge, a man with a frosty heart that no warmth could melt. One Christmas Eve, Scrooge is visited by 3 ghosts that make him change his mind. The story became an instant classic. It encouraged people to keep the Christmas spirit alive all year long, which Charles did too. When he was asked to give a reading to raise money for a hospital, he didn't think twice. His work inspired hundreds of movies and plays, staged in huge opera houses and tiny school theaters. Every year, kids around the globe dress like ghosts, Tiny Tim or Mr. Scrooge, to play in Charles's A Christmas Carol. And by encouraging readers to open their hearts to those who struggle, little Charles became one of the world's most beloved authors, uniting entire generations of readers who believe that every day can be Christmas if we want it to be. And here are some pictures of Charles Dickens. He passed away in 1870. He was born in 1812. And that's our story. I hope you liked it. Make sure that you like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye until next time.